Hey guys, I'm going to show you how to make your own sketchbook today. You're going to need simple things, 10 sheets of this white 11 by 17 inch paper, roll of masking tape, pair of scissors, and a tapestry needle with yarn that's, I don't know, the length of maybe 2 times your iPad would be plenty. You can take a look at the amount that I have here. It's not a super duper long amount. So get your materials ready. I'm going to put them off to the side and we're going to get started folding the paper. So you're going to want to take no more than 2 or 3 sheets at a time. If you try to fold all 10 at once, you're going to get a really sloppy fold and have a bunch of pages sticking out. So I'm going to take the paper, line it up corner to corner, put one hand in the center to kind of sturdy it. I'm going to use my other hand to smooth down this kind of loop that's happening here. I always move out towards the loop so that you make sure you don't shift the page too much. And I just do a gentle fold. Notice how it's still kind of rounded in the center there. You can use, I like to do this with a pair of scissors. I use one of the edges and just really gently crease the side so that it falls really nice and flat on the table. It'll make for your pages to fit a little bit better together. You then need to nest the pages. So rather than taking all the pieces that you folded and just lining up the edges like this, it's not going to work. We've got to set it up just like a book. So we open them up and we've got to nest them. This is the crease of my page. I want to make sure that each section that I folded is opened up to the center, and I'm going to lie them down one on top of the other. Keep them nice and lined up. Open it up to the center, place them down on the one beneath. This is just nesting the pages so that they'll sew nicely together. When you have all 10 pages that have been folded and nested like this, we're ready to start. We're going to tape it so that it's reinforced, and then we're going to make some cuts, and then we're going to sew it. So I'm going to fold this up like a normal book. I'm going to choose to take one more gentle drag down here just to make sure that it lies nice and flat. Then I'm going to take my masking tape and I'm going to get a piece that's approximately, you want it to be a little bit longer than the actual binding of your book here. And you're going to take the tape and I'm going to put it half on, half off if my book is folded. So that's actually a little bit, little less than half here, but if you can see how much is left over, I'm going to take, without it slipping and sliding too much, I'm going to lift it off the table, flip it over, and pull this edge around the other side. And then seal that down nice and flat. Last thing I need to do is just kind of trim off these ugly edges. Last thing I need to do with the tape, I should say. Trim off those edges. And now you're ready to make some cuts so that you can work this needle through the book. You need to make 3 cuts. You're going to do one that's, if we're looking at the binding, you're going to make one that's in the center of the book and one that's happening. I wouldn't do it too close to the edge. You don't want to do it like here or else your thread might rip through. I would say definitely close to 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches inward. So you're going to make a couple of marks. I'm going to take the scissors, make sure that my pages are laying nice and flat. I'm going to make a cut. I don't want to go past the masking tape. I'm going to make a cut in the middle. So just a little tiny, if you can see that, just a little tiny slice right there. I'm going to make a slice no closer than 1 inch to the edge. And again, you don't want to go over the masking tape, so you want to keep it. Notice my cuts aren't going beyond the tape. And I'm going to make another mark down here, at least 1 inch away, that doesn't go past that masking tape border. So what I've done is created middle, end, just little slices so that I can fit that needle through all 10 pages that I have here. Open it up to the very middle. Start with your needle and let's begin to sew. You're going to go down through the center. The needle's going to take probably a little bit of wiggling to get through there. Don't press so hard that you break the needle. It's just going to require a little bit of work and pull through. If you want to leave it double-stranded, you can. Single strand is plenty. Make sure that you leave in the center a tail. You're going to need this to tie at the end. I'm going to go to the top hole or the bottom, doesn't matter. I'm going to go to the top hole and I'm going to come around the other side and I'm going to sew up through the top hole. I'm going to take it and I'm going to pull. Notice I'm on the outside of the book where the masking tape is. Pull it nice and tight so that this is straight, but not so tightly that you lose this tail in the middle. A couple more steps. I'm going to take this, skip over this hole, and go down through the one that's nothing's happening in yet. Take my needle, wiggle it through, and pull, 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 not so tightly that you lose your tail, but tight enough where all of your yarn has been pulled nice and straight. You don't want to leave it loopy. Flip it over to the back. You can see the masking tape again. I bet you can figure out what we do. We're going to close up this line and go down through the middle again. I'm going to pull, 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 pull. Let's flip it over. Figure out what we need to do here. And you can trim it. I've got a lot of excess yarn here. I'm going to trim it long enough so I know how to tie it. And now the last part is you just need to tie these two pieces together. I like to make sure that this piece here is running in between these two, so I'm tying around it. You don't have to. It just kind of makes me feel like it's a little bit more secure. And I'm going to tie at least a double knot. It could be a bow. It could be a, I don't know, whatever you want. I'm going to tie just a double knot there and trim it. Leave at least some little tiny tails so that your knot doesn't come undone. And you have made yourself a very quick and basic form of a book so that you can keep all of your drawings neatly and organized within this. The last step that I'd like you to do on the bottom right-hand corner is put your name, and if you could put your class code, which would be whatever period you have and whatever day you have it. So if it's second period on an A day, you could put 2A next to it. And then you are done until you know what to do to the cover. Good luck.